Okay, so good morning, all, and welcome back to the session. In the last session, we were discussing about the RAG chatbot, and especially conversational RAG chatbot. Like uh, we are providing certain inputs, and based upon the certain inputs, we are expecting the outcome from the RAG chatbot side, or we are expecting the AI messages from the LLM side once we are giving a human message. Okay, so that was working perfectly, but there was one issue with this particular RAG chatbot. It was able to provide me the outcome with respect to the questions which are not related to the documents. If like we are asking the butter chicken recipe, it was able to provide the output, and that is not the expectation, and it is uh, providing the wrong information as well. And over here, the LLM is utilizing its knowledge base in order to provide the outcome. So what we need to do, we need to restrict it somehow, so that we will see in our today's session. We will try to give the instructions inside the prompt only, and then we'll see what the outcome we are getting from the RAG chatbot, or from the LLM side. So if we talk about the agenda, this is the first thing: how to restrict the output with respect to domain specific output, domain specific information. Okay. Second thing, what I want, say, if I'm able to get the outcome from the LLM side, then I just want to see the source of that particular information. Source of information. Okay, so these are the two things what we are going to learn in this particular session. And source information is, probably you have searched onto the chat GPT, and once you are asking the source information, it is providing certain threads, or the the page, or the information onto the internet what it is referring in order to provide the output. So in the same fashion, like if I'm getting the output, I just want to have the information from where it has fetched that particular information. So we are going to add the source information as well in the output. So that is the agenda for the day. Okay, let me mention over here agenda. Okay, so source of the information, or like from where we are getting this particular outcome, like how the LLM is able to provide the output, but what is the exact source for this particular information? So we are willing to get the source information as well. So why this particular thing is important? Once you say, once you are having lots of documents, and if you are willing to to get the answer from those particular documents, it is not like, say, you are having, say, 100 of documents, and the outcome will be from all the 100 documents. It might be possible two or three documents are being utilized in order to provide the output. So we are willing to provide the information with respect to that particular, those particular documents only, which are utilized to draft the information. And this is important from the trust perspective as well. Say I'm having certain output from the LLM side, why I need to trust So if I'm having the source information, I can trust it. Okay. So because of that reason as well, I just want to have that source information. Okay. In upcoming sessions, what we can do, we can add the citation part as well. Say this particular information is fetched from this document, and this is the page number for that document. Even like we can share the page number information as well. Okay, and user can click onto that page number and he will be able to get the information. Okay, he will be get the idea. Yes, this is the source of the information which the LLM has utilized. Let me try to give a view. Okay, why it is important, huh? So let me say chat GPT, and I'm asking, say, what is LangChain, and share the source of information as well. Okay, so I'm asking this particular question, and it is providing me the information. This is this, and source of information, some of the PDF. Okay, just have a look over here. So it has given me the official source of information. Like this is the documentation from where it has fetched this particular information, right? Okay, guys, are you able to get
Yes, yes.
what is source of information?
So if we are asking the like 5G or 4G, then it will share the source of information 3GPP document.
Yes, the documents what you have shared in order to draft in order to build your chatbot. It will provide the information about your documents. You will see. Okay, so that we will learn like how the document information will be shared. Okay, so that is in our today's agenda. Now, I will start with the code. Okay, I'm having this particular notebook, and I have imported the required libraries, and then key is there. And what I will do, uh, I will have the ingestion of the documents. Let me copy and paste it over here. Okay, so I'm having these particular documents, and what I will do, let me say, instead of text loader, and I can say docs loader dot load, and I can give a load. So I have changed the variable name loader, and it is going to refer tag langchain document dot txt underscore doc dot txt. This is the file what I'm having in this particular path, and I can have a look of this particular this the document, like what is available in this particular document. Okay, so this is the content what I'm having. Now what I will do, I will proceed for splitting the normal flow, like we are doing it again and again so that you will be having the clarity of the different steps. So what I will do, I will have a splitter, and I can do recursive character text splitter. This is the splitting technique what I'm going to utilize, and I can have say chunk size equal to say 600, the chunk size I'm going to use, and chunk overlap say 50, I can say. So I have done the splitting over here, or chunking, both are the same thing. And what I can have chunks, and splitter dot split underscore document, and I can pass these particular docs. So I will be having the splitted document. That is perfect. What has happened? Chunk overlap. So I think so. It is this one. Chunk overlap. Okay, so I'm having the chunks. You can check over here length of chunks, and it will be say 26 chunks, and you can check the length of dock as well. Okay, so it is say one chunk at this moment, and I have done the splitting of these particular documents, this particular document into the 27 or 26 chunks. Okay, if I'm going to decrease the size, the chunks will be increased over here. I'll just have a look. Say if I'm having say 500, the chunk size, so probably it will be increased. At this moment, say if the chunk size is 500, the chunk length will be, I will be having the 42 chunks. So that is perfectly fine. Like I have done the chunking, and chunking is done because like I don't want to pass the entire laundry list to the large language model in order to provide the output. Okay, so I'm having the chunking now. What I will do, I will proceed for which step? Hmm?
Embedding.
Adding, embedding and say vector store, vector store. So embedding, what I will open AI embedding. I will use open AI embedding. This is the embedding what I'm going to use, and then I just need to pass the model for embedding, and model is T3 small, text T3 small, text embedding 3 small. This is the model what I'm going to use. Okay, so this is the embedding model what I'm going to use, and so perfect. Now what I will do, I will define say vector store, and it will be equal to uh, chroma dot from documents, and I will pass these particular chunks and embedding model what I'm having. I will pass chunks embedding model, and I can have a collection basically, say persist directory, and I can give a name, say dot chroma underscore rag underscore sample. So I can have this particular collection name as well. Persist directory, things are looking fine. Let me do the execution, and just have a look over here. I have passed chunks embedding, and in the previous you can say session what we have seen, like say documents equal to chunks, embedding equal to OpenAI embedding. So I have given these particular things by utilizing its parameter, or parameters what this vector store is having. But at this moment, we have passed it directly. So chunk is there, embedding is there, and the collection name what I need to have, which is going to store these particular embeddings. Let me do the execution. Okay, so it has been done. Now, I'm having the embeddings inside the Chroma DB. What I need to do, I need to set the retriever. I need to retrieve the chunks from the embedding. from the vector store. So I can have say retriever, and it will be vector store as retriever I can specify, and I can give say search kw args, and I can give the value in terms of dictionary and k equal to k. This is the key, and value I can have say 4. I just want to have the 4 chunks retrieved with respect to each and every question. So things are looking fine. Okay. Now what I need to do, I'm having the chunks. Okay. What I need to do, I need to do the joining of these particular chunks, right? Say from this particular retriever I will be getting the 4 chunks or 4 documents basically, and what I need to do, I need to join those particular documents, and these particular documents will be passed along with the prompt to the large language model in order to provide me the outcome. Fine, guys, are you with me?
Yes, yes.
Okay, so what I will do, I will do the joining. Okay. And over here, one more thing I'm going to perform. Okay. I just want to fetch the source information as well. Okay. So just have a look over here. For let me define a function. Def format document or docs. Say I will pass the documents in this, and what I will do, I will have the context. This is nothing but the value what I'm going to retain over here. Okay, so this will be the same what we have seen in our previous session. It will be say new line, then new line. Okay, dot join, and it will be doc dot page content for doc in doc. Docs for doc in docs. This is the same stuff what we are able to see over here. Okay, so for not over here, joining, this is splitting. Okay, so doc.page, this is the same stuff. Okay, over here we are passing the chunks. Chunk is nothing but the document. Like this is a parameter or argument over here, and argument can be passed in terms of chunks or in terms of documents. So whatever the argument that you are going to pass, based upon that only. Let me copy this, and you will be able to see that this is the same piece of code, right? So format docs, over here we are passing chunks. Over here it is utilized as docs argument. So join doc dot page content for doc in chunks. Over here, like docs has been replaced with chunks, right? The same piece of code. Is it fine with you all? Is it fine?
Yes, yes.
Or, or you can take it in this particular way. Uh, hmm. You can take it in this particular way. So this is length of dogs, right? Length of dogs we have seen over here, and what I can do. You can take it in this particular way. After this particular retriever, say docs equal to, uh, in order to give you more clarity, uh, what you can do, this is the retriever what you are having, and in this particular retriever you can pass a question now. What is lang chain? Okay, and uh, okay, retriever dot invoke, and you can print this. Okay, so just have a look over here. We are having four documents, because we have set k value to 4. So this is document 1, this is document 2, okay, document 3, and document 4, right? We are having four documents. Is it fine? And if I say mention docs dot page content, so it will be what? It will be, this is the list, basically. And what I can say, for doc in docs, print doc dot page underscore content. This is to give you the clarity, yeah, right? So what I'm doing over here for doc in docs, this is docs basically, documents, what we are getting once we are running this particular question. So we are getting documents. So we got four documents. Now, what I'm having, I just need to do what? I just need to get the page content. The page content will be passed to the large language model. So this is the same stuff what I'm doing over here. So for doc.page content for doc in docs. Okay. So I'm just having these particular page content of all the documents. And what I will do, I will do the joining. Right. We have seen once we were going through with the the bigram language model. So we have seen these particular things, right? The joining and all, probably you are able to recall. This is list comprehension stuff. Are you able to recall? Hmm? Are you able to recall, all of you? Are you able to understand what we have done over here? Say yes or no. If yes, then that is fine, or if no, then I will explain it once again. What do you want? Let me understand.
Sir, please explain once again.
Okay. So this is as per Raj. Yogendra, Vikas, Javed, Manish, Lakshmi. Are you able to understand? Nitin, Nikhil, sorry.
Yep, it is done one time, Ashok.
So let me explain it. So what is being happening? We have set a retriever, and the retriever is utilized once we are passing a particular question, just please go on mute. Please go on mute. Thanks. So once say we have defined the retriever, and retriever is doing what? If I'm passing a question, then it will provide me the documents. And how many documents I will have? Four documents, because I have set the value of K4 over here. So it is going to provide me four documents. So just have a look over here. So these are the four documents it has given. It has given me the four document: doc 1, doc 2, doc 3, doc 4. Okay, if you are able to see, this is a list. Okay, and this particular list is having four documents. You can check it in this particular way. Say type of this list is what? Type of docs is what? This is a list basically. What is the length of these particular docs? Four, because we have taken the four documents over here. Okay, so this particular list docs, this is a list which is having say four document. And what I need to do, I need to have the page content only. Docs is having the metadata as well. If we are able to see, so we are having metadata. So this is the metadata source information. Just have a look over here. This is the source information what we are having, right? Source information. Okay, and probably you uh, like you can you are having the understanding at this moment that the source information we can pick from here. We are having the page content, and this is the source information what we can have, that can be utilized in order to provide the outcome. Okay, this particular information, source information, can be utilized once we are providing the output, and the user will be having the clarity. Yes, this particular content is fetched from this particular source, and the information is correct. I can believe, I can trust on to this particular information because I'm having a valid source information as well. See, in the same fashion, like we are having the source information over here. This is the citation basically what is done over here. Even like the page number is not mentioned, but this particular stuff we also can do, and we will see in our upcoming session like how we can add the citation part as well to our RAG chatbot. Okay, so that we can do. But over here we will be going to, as we are working on to the local machine, and we are having these particular documents, uh, which are placed in my local machine. So I just want to provide this particular information while sharing the outcome as well. So that we need to do. Okay, so docs, what I'm getting, it is having this particular information, the page content and the metadata or the source information. Okay, it is inside the metadata basically. So metadata is a this one is the metadata for this, and this one is the page content. Over here, if I'm printing doc.page content, so I'm getting this particular information. And if I'm saying say doc dot uh, doc dot metadata, say, let me check doc dot metadata, and say data, what it is going to provide me. Okay, so it is going to provide me the information. So I just want to have the source information, doc dot metadata, and dot say get, and I can have this source information. I can have this source. So I can type it in this particular way. So it will provide me the information about all the documents. So in this particular way, what I can say, I can have page content. So I can have the page content, and I can have the source information within these particular chunks what I'm getting from the vector database, right? I'm having the source information and the page content from the vector store, vector database. Chroma is the vector store what I have utilized over here. And once I'm retrieving the documents, it is provided me these particular information. Okay. And I can extract the page content and the source information from this particular retrieved documents. These particular retrieved documents. Is it fine with everyone?
Yeah, yeah, it's fine.
Yes.
Yes, yes.
Perfect. So what I'm doing over here, as these particular documents are, you can say, separated documents or unique documents, but once I'm going to provide this information to large language model, then I need to join these particular documents all together. So what I have done over here, I'm trying to join it. So doc dot page content, so whatever I have written over here, say if for doc in docs print doc dot page content. So in the same fashion I have tried to do it over here. Doc dot page content I have taken from the documents. Okay. And I have joined those particular documents all together. Let me try to do it. Okay, so that you will be having the better clarity. So how this particular stuff is being happening. For docs in docs context and say print context, and then length of text, print say docs. Oh, no, 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 no. Just a minute. It will be a function. I'm going to just print the page content. Context equal to this one, and
बाकियों की तरह जैसे दूसरों को कहती हो ना,
guys,
जैसे उसको बोलती हो ना, सौरभ की वाइफ को ये तो बोल रही थी।
guys, please go on mute. Okay, so let me try to do this. What has happened? Hmm. Okay, so I don't want to print this. I just want to print this one as well. Mhm. And I just want to print the length. Length of context. Okay, 467, that is perfectly fine. And print length of doc. Just give me a minute. What I'm willing to do, I just want to uh, join these particular documents. So 465, and I what I want, these 465, 477, 461, all of these joined together, and it will be, or you can say, it will be the, you can say, total length of the this particular document. So what I can do, context. So this particular line is, you can say, the simplified, or you can say, uh, this complete line is used in order to, you can say, define this particular context, and join all these particular documents all together. What I am willing to do in order to do the simplification, more simplification on top of this. So I can define a blank context first, and then this context equal to plus equal to doctor's page content Mm, let me try to do this. Okay. Ah, okay. So the main motto, what I'm trying to say with the help of this particular line over here, I just want to join all these particular documents which I have fetched. So I have fetched 4 documents. You are able to see these are the 4 documents. Huh? These are the 4 documents what we are able to get over here. Huh? These are the 4 documents. Huh? And these particular documents are having metadata information as well. So what I have extracted, page content I have extracted, and that page content, the page content will be joined with all of these particular documents, or the page content will be joined together, and it will be given to the large language model. So this is, you can say, the more simplified way what is being done in this particular line now. So this single line is representing what I have done over here in these 1, 2 or 3 lines. This is nothing but the printing stuff, huh? Okay. So this is nothing but the printing stuff. So I have defined a context over here, and I have iterated through the documents docs. So each document will be each document page dot content will be, you can say, added to this particular context. So plus equal to doc dot page content, it will be added to this particular uh, uh, context, and over here, and then it will be, you can say, having the complete content. So 1817 78, that is the content, or you can say length of all the 4 documents. So what I have done over there, so this is done with a simple line of code. So docs dot page content for docs in docs, and all of these will be joined together and passed to the context. Right? Is it fine with everyone?
Yes, sir. Actually, we have done similar exercise in diagram model, not when we are
Yes, yes,
going to
yeah. So
merge
that.
the words.
So this is the same stuff what we have done over there. So you can recall it. So we have joined all the documents what we have fetched from the retriever based upon the given question, and it is utilized because we need to pass it to the large language model. Okay. So then what I need to have, I need to have the source information as well. Source, and what I can do, I can have a list, and I can say set. So basically, so I'm going to define a set operator over here, because say if I'm getting 4 similar, you can say, document, right? So I don't want to have the 4 document. I just want to have the single one. Set will remove the duplicacy, right? Set.
Correct,
Right,
correct.
Okay.
right.
So I will define a set over here, and say doc dot uh, the metadata stuff what we have seen now. Okay, so it will fetch this information from the documents that we got from the retriever.
So
Perfectly.
basically, whatever the duplicacy there in combining 4 documents, that will be going to remove, right?
It will provide, you can define a set over here. Probably it will provide you the okay. Just a minute. It has done it in a wrong way.
It has duplicated with character.
Yes, 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 yes.
Hmm.
Uh, so I can have, say, test equal to this doc, and this is, say, stuff, and print, say, test, Print, spelling mistake. Print test. That is perfectly fine. Okay. So what I can do, I can define test. So unique the source. Mm-mm. Okay. List. Okay, okay. What I can do?
So can we define some thresholds to get the duplicacy?
Hmm.
Can we define the some threshold related to duplicity, like similarity, something point greater than point 0.9 or greater
Yeah,
than
yeah.
point 0.9?
We can define. We can define. Source. We can define. So you are see. These are the simple things. Source one. Source one dot panda. And let me check. Source one. Ah. Now what I can have set of source one. This one. Huh? Is it fine with everyone? Huh? What we are trying to do over here? Huh?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And it will be for dog in dogs. Correct. So the same stuff like what we are doing over here. So we are getting the metadata source information, uh, then calculating the set of that and storing it as a list basically. Yeah. Right. So this is the stuff which is being happening over here. This is the list comprehension basically, and how internally it is being calculated. Say if we are having a source that we have set as blank, okay, for token docs. So we are appending the information of doc.metadata.get source information. So it has provided me this particular information in this source one that I have defined. Source one is this one. Now, if I calculate the set of source one, so it will remove the duplicacy because I don't want to have the duplicate sources in the output. Correct? I don't want to have the duplicate. So I just set it as a set basically. That is a data type in Python. So it has given me this particular outcome. And same I will be having onto the you can say uh, once I'm getting the output from the LLM side. So what we are having the single document, which is say this one, okay, and all the source information, okay, that is coming with the help of this particular piece. And what I can return context and source information. Sources information, what I can say. So I will get the context and source information. Is it fine with everyone what we have done so far? We got the context and source information with the help of this particular piece of code. And how this has done? So context we have calculated say with the help of this particular piece. Okay, and we clubbed all the page context, okay, page content basically, and sources information we got all the source information from metadata.get source, and we iterated with all the documents what we are having, and we clubbed it all together and got whatever we got. From there we removed the duplicacy by setting it as a set, and then we stored it as a list, right? If you check the type of this, because it is giving me uh, the type as a you can say set basically. Okay, now we have converted it into the list, and then it will be utilized later on. Okay, why list? Because it might be possible we are having two to three, you can say, document sources over here. Those will be given as a source information of the output. Fine so far? Is it fine with everyone?
Yes,
Yes,
yes.
sir.
Okay. So if we talk about our diagram, so we are having the chunks and source information at this moment, the relevant chunks and source information. Source information, and this is coming over here. So we will be going to share it with the large language model. Now what I need to do, I need to define the prompt as well. So I will define the prompt. So prompt equal to chat prompt template I need to use. chat prompt template dot prompt template. Okay, and I can define the template over here. Okay, what I can say, you are a LangChain uh, query assistant answer only from the provided context. If the answer is not present in the context, say I don't know the provided document do not contain the information. Information do not use prior knowledge. Do not guess. Do not fabricate the answer. Okay. Or do not fabricate the source. It might fabricate the source information, the source as well. Context, and I can give context over here and question. Okay, so we have defined the prompt. Correct? Do you want to add anything else over here in this particular prompt? All of you
I think it is like correct.
looking good?
Yes, looking good.
Okay, let me do the execution. Have we defined the LLM? Not yet. So let me define the LLM as well. So LLM equal to chat OpenAI and model equal to GPT 5 nano, and temperature we need to give 1. Temperature equal to 1. So LLM is defined. Now what we need to do, we need to say change the prompt, change prompt. We need to define a variable change say prompt, and we can give what? We can give say prompt. This particular prompt we can have. Then prompt can be given to LLM, and LLM then string output parser. This is chain prompt. That is perfectly fine. Okay. Now what we need to do? Uh, we need to we need to do the execution. Okay. So query, what it will be, say what is the recipe uh, for say butter paneer. Today we want to have butter paneer.
Yes, sir. Today we will use veg.
Okay. That is perfectly fine. Okay, so retrieve docs. Retrieve docs. So what I can do, retriever dot invoke. Uh, okay, and instead of passing the question directly, I can pass the query over here. Correct? Okay. So retriever, I can have the document, and that is perfectly fine. And then, so I will be having the retrieved document. Then these retrieved documents will be given to what? This particular function what we have defined now, right? Format docs is going to use retrieved documents, right? Hmm? And what I will
Correct,
have,
sir.
I will have context and source information, right? If you are able to see, this is the function what I'm having. This is the function what I have defined. Let me copy this function. So format docs is the function that I have defined, and what I'm returning context and sources. So this will be context and sources information, and format docs is the function I need to call, and what I need to pass retrieved docs, right? I will be passing the retrieved docs, and then what I can say, I can print the context, and I can print the source as well. Okay, so context and source, that is perfectly fine. Let me try to do this. Okay, just have a look over here. Vector store, this what is this, what I'm getting from this. Combining use LangChain expression LCL vector store, this the source information, that is perfectly text chunking and recursive splitter. Okay, and what I can do, let me try to do this first. Answer what it will be, chain dot invoke. and I can pass context. What has happened? Missing variable question, context question, retrieved context. If you instead question, hmm. Components using content, page content is not coming properly. Yeah. Guys, are you able to see content components using language and expression L cell? So this is not coming properly. Probably what we need to see, this context is not coming properly. Huh? Mm-hmm. Retriever.invoke query. Over here, this piece is not working properly. Let me try to check what is happening. Huh? So page content is not coming properly over here based upon this query. What I can do, Okay. I got this. Hmm. Basically, guys, what is happening? What is lang chain? So we are able to get the outcome with respect to the lang chain, right? We are able to get the outcome with respect to the lang chain. But what is the recipe for butter paneer? These particular documents are not there inside the vector DB, correct?
Correct.
Okay, so that let me try to do the execution. What is the recipe for butter paneer? Hmm. So if I'm passing this particular query to the retriever, and retriever is having documents with respect to the LangChain. So just have a look over here, retrieve docs. So page content is coming as LangChain expression language, LSL. Okay, there is no, you can say, data with respect to the butter paneer over here in this particular vector store, correct? Is it fine, now
Yes.
now what I need to do, if this is not there, so
What
let,
is L cell meaning? L cell means
this is LangChain expression language,
okay. So if he it is
LangChain.
not getting anything, it will give answer like this.
Yes, yes, it is typing like this only,
Okay.
okay. So, and it is saying, say, if we are not having input to the chat prompt template is missing variable question, okay,
We
okay.
can define in our prompt also, no? Context is not available, then say not available. In that way also we can also.
Yes, 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 yes. We will mention like that. Input the chat prompt template question expected context in question. Context not in the input the chat prompt template is missing question. Input to the chat prompt template. It is providing me error over here. Chat prompt template. Mm, let me try to copy this. Okay, might be like this. Context, context, question. Hmm, let me run this. Minor mistake. Okay. Just have a look over here. What is the recipe for butter paneer? So it is saying I don't know the answer. The provided document don't contain the information. Right. Now this particular stuff is having one issue. You need to tell me. So let me first explain what was the issue. So issue was over here we have used these particular curly brackets, and we were getting the issue. Issue is, say, input to the chat prompt template is missing variable question. Expected is this one, context and question. Received context, but not if you intended question. So I came to know like either the issue is over here, might be inside the chat prompt template. The question spelling is having the mistake. Okay, it is typed say wrongly, or the expected context dot question. So over here, once I was invoking uh, the chain prompt. So I have mentioned context and question, but I have given these two, you can say context and question are separate entities, but it must be given in this page. I corrected it and I'm able to get the output. Now, with respect to the question, the query, what is the recipe for butter paneer? I'm able to see the chat board is not providing me the output, right? It is not providing me the output. Question it, what is the recipe for butter paneer? But over here, once I'm able to see the answer, there is an issue. You need to tell me what is the issue. You need to tell me what is the issue over here.
It is providing the path of documents, I think, which is not asked.
Uh,
I mean, sources.
Yeah, yeah.
it is providing the source information, but the source is not having this information.
Mm-hmm. That's why. Because, yeah.
Right. It is providing the source information, but the source is not having the recipe for butter chicken, right?
But it already checked from sources, no? That's why based on that only it decided the content is not available.
Yes, content is not available. That's why it has printed this one.
So
But
it is provided the correct answer, I think. I don't know. The provided document do not contain the information.
Answer is correct, but given document path is, I think, not required.
Yes,
Because,
No, but we type print sources. That's why it's giving the source.
Print
but
sources.
there is no condition inside the sources. Hmm? Are you able to get?
We need to provide more instruction so that they are not sending the source information if they don't get the required.
Correct. So what we need to do? We need to do the restrictions. We need to apply the restrictions in order to get the output from the large language model. Source information. Correct?
you mean to say in the term of in the form of prompts?
Not in the form of prompt. Okay. What we can do? So over here, what we are able to get, we are able to say get the documents, document information, filtered documents. Okay, but the score of these particular documents, even though like there is nothing, but it is providing me the document. You need to see this particular stuff, even though there is no uh, data with respect to the query, but still it is providing me these particular documents. One, two, three, four documents are given, but no content is there, right? It is checking the information onto the given documents, but there is no relevant content with respect to the query. Okay, and we got the blank output, correct?
Yes.
We got the like over here page content is nothing. Component that is LCell only, yeah. Component using LangChain expression language, in each and every document, or you can say chunks that we are getting from the vector DB. This is the page content. Okay, so might be what we can do, we can check the score of these particular this particular output, and based upon the score only, uh, we can do the restriction onto the output, like if the score of the document is not you can say is less than say point 0.2 0.3 whatever, based upon certain condition, we can mention, we can give the threshold. If we are having no relevant document, then just pass the blank source information, we can do that,
Yes.
is it, can we do that,
Yes.
okay, so let's do that, so we are having hmm, what I can do, uh, say filtered document, filter docs I can have, and onto the filter docs what I can have, mm, okay, so these are the filter docs, and say docs with score, docs with score I can have, and if I just want to have the score onto the if I just want to have the score as well, so vector store dot similarity search with score I can have, right? This we have seen in our yesterday session as well, similarity search with score. Okay, and I can pass the query, and I can have say k equal to 3. Okay, so I will be having docs with score, then say 4, docs, comma score in docs with score, print doc and print score, not docs, doc, print doc, print score as well. Let me check. Okay, so just have a look over here. So based upon the query, the score is coming say 1.17, 1.77. Is this the correct score? Okay, so page content, and this is the score what we are getting. K equal to 3, or let me try to mod the query. What is LangChain? This is the query, and let me try to, what has happened, K equal to 3. That is perfectly fine. Score is this one. Okay. Okay, so we are having similarity score. So similarity search with score. So we are having doc with score. Now what I can do, over here, if the score, if score uh, less than equal to say 0.8, what I want to check, if I use similarity search, let me copy. If I use similarity search with score, then which score is good? Is good less than 1 or less than say 0.5 or less greater than 0.5. A very common confusion with similarity. The answer depends on the on which vector store with the distance metric is being used. So very strong match greater than zero point 0.8. Cosine cosine distance. So less than 2, very strong match. Good. In case greater than 6 is poor. Okay. So similarity search with score. Chroma. So lower is better. Okay. Just have a look over here.
Yeah, lower one is better one.
Okay. Lower one is better one. So I just want to show you, although like I was having the information, but I just want to show you that based upon the different things it is being, you can say, calculated now, right?
But in
So
the first option, it was saying highest is better. That was some other.
based upon the different
I think
factors.
sir, I think sir near to one, Near to one is better.
Depends upon what search mechanism is being used. Just have a
Yes.
look over. That's what it has mentioned. Okay. So answer
We are
depends on which vector store and which distance metric is being used. If you are using cosine similarity, okay, -1 completely.
Then
So
higher is better.
higher is better.
Cosine
Cosine
similarity means
similarity
dot product.
for cosine similarity, yes. If you're using cosine distance,
Lower is better.
okay, then lower is better. Okay, so over here, what does similarity search with score return? For chroma, return
Is
distance.
better.
Okay, this particular parameter with chroma return distance, right?
Okay, okay, okay.
Okay, is it clear? So for us, lower is better, right? So what I can say, if the similarity score is less than say, zero point 0.6, okay, then what I will do? Then what I will do? I will do filter docs dot append dot append, and I can append the doc in it. Okay. This particular list was not having any document, it is the blank one. Okay, blank list I have defined, and now what I'm doing, I'm checking the score of each and every document which is being fetched uh, from this particular vector store based upon this particular searching mechanism, and I will keep appending these particular documents if it is meeting this particular condition. Okay, so I'm returning doc, I'm having doc and score from doc with score. Okay, and if it is matching this particular condition less than equal to 6, then it will be appended to the filter doc, right? Clear so far?
Yes, yes.
yes,
Yes.
yes.
Okay, so what I will do, I will, if uh, 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 if not filter docs, if not filter docs, then print answer I don't know, print source, and source is blank. Okay, this is perfectly fine, and then context. Instead of docs, I'm going to check it in the filter docs. So join doc page content source filter docs. That is perfectly fine. Okay, and what I can have answer equal to chain. Where is the chain? Prompt. Chain prompt. I'll just pass this particular question. Let me mention six only. So context and context will come from here. Okay. So LangChain, what is LangChain? It is giving me this particular information. Now the query I'm going to change. What is the recipe for say palak paneer? Okay. Okay. And we just need to check it. Okay, so what is the recipe for palak paneer? I don't know the provided documents and source is coming blank. Right?
Now it is correct, sir.
Huh? Okay.
Now it is correct.
And we can you can say answer. Answer.
It's love palak paneer.
Answer the query. We can like do a little bit good visualization over here. Query. We can have print. Source information. Source of information. And I can print it with a new line. What has happened? Forgot comma. Okay. Hmm. Okay. So query, what is the information? Receipt or recipe? Sorry, my mistake. Okay. Yeah, I have. Okay. So probably you got the information, huh? Hmm?
Yes,
Yes.
sir.
Okay. So what we have done in our today's session, like first we have defined the prompt in such a way that it will not be able to get the outcome from its knowledge base. Okay, we have restricted it, and you can like this is an art basically. Guys, please don't mute first. So defining prompt is an art. It will depends on you how a beautiful prompt you are able to write, and prompting is you can say it will come with experience as well. So as much as you do the practice onto the prompt, and you will get more insight from the large language model. So you need to restrict it based upon the the you can say knowledge what you want to have from the large language model, or based upon the information that you want to have from the large language model. Large language models are trained on to huge data set, and they are having huge information, but it will depends on you how you are going to utilize that particular information. There are certain cases in my organization what I feel like initially they asked us to restrict the output with respect to the different you can say domains. If the the question is asked from the another domain, not from the organization's domain, so it must not provide the answer. Okay, so we have restricted it. There is another way to restrict the output from the large language model with respect to the unwanted questions. Unwanted questions that is not related to the domain. So there is one another way as well. With the help of that, we can restrict it, and that is nothing but we can give certain keywords. Okay, so we can align the large language model that these are the keywords. You need to keep these particular keywords in your mind or in your knowledge base while providing the output. If the question is not related to those particular keywords, just say no. So we will see that particular approach as well. But I think you are having the clarity by providing the information inside the prompt. You will be able to restrict the outcome of the large language model. Correct? This is the first thing that we have done in our today's session. Is it fine with everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yes.
yes, yes.
Yes,
Perfect.
sir.
Perfect. So another stuff what we have seen, sharing the source information, and that is required. Like how you are going to trust the outcome which has been shared by the large language model. Large language models are having the issue of hallucination. They can provide the incorrect output, and at that moment, if you are having the output, you will not be able to get the information that is the output correct or not. You are not having that information. So how you can trust onto the output which has been shared by the large language model? By asking the source information. And in our today's session, what we have seen, like how to get the source information as well. So if I ask, say, what is what the lang chain can do? Okay, lang chain can do. And just have a look. It will provide me the information. Okay, so LangChain offers the features and the source of information is this particular document what we have given, right? Correct. So at this moment, like we are having the information, or we can say that yes, the information is there within the documents what I have provided. So information is correct, right? Now, what you need to do as an exercise, okay, you need to pass multiple documents. Multiple documents, say different types of documents you need to pass. Say you can have uh, two to three PDFs, two to three TXT documents based upon the different domains, and provide the data with respect to the domains. Say you can take, say, one document from the finance domain, another say from the telecom domain, and you can align the large language model via prompting that you need to provide the answers based upon the given documents. Document one you can mention, document two you can mention. Okay, or you can mention, say, you need to provide the output based upon telecom and the finance domain only. And if there is the question apart from these two domain, you just say no. And once you are asking the question, then based upon the question, say if you ask the question from the telecom domain, it should show the information with respect to the telecom domain of data or the file that you have uploaded. If you have asked the question from the you can say finance domain, then the finance domain source information must be there. And try to ask the combined question as well. And you need to check what information is being given. We're talking about the source information now. Okay, which source information is given by the large language model as an output. So that you need to do uh, as a homework, basically, as an assignment. And in the next session, we will start working on to the optimization. Or say simple RAG is over at this moment, and we will be talking about the advanced RAG features. Advanced RAGs, we will be talking about the optimizations. We are able to create the RAG chatbot, and now we will be looking to have the optimization onto the RAG chatbot. So we are moving slowly, but probably you are able to get each and everything what is being taught in the sessions. So fine so far, guys. If you are having any question, you can ask now.
Yeah, actually, I was looking for the recordings at the YouTube, but I didn't get any notification, something.
I have shared it.
No, I think 14th Feb and 15th Feb recording is out there on the YouTube channel.
Is it
7th Feb and 8th
possible?
Feb is not present out there.
I have
Sir,
uploaded over the YouTube. I will share the link with you all.
Yeah, that will help. Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, I will share the link. Okay. Anything else, guys? Okay, then we can wrap up the session. Thank you. Thanks for joining.
Thank you.
thank you, sir.